And while all of this is happening, like a glitched character in a video game, Ben Carson, he's just off facing the wrong direction. Yeah, no. He's not attacking Trump or the other Republicans, but rather, he's chosen to attack President Obama. And it's not for his policies, and it's not for his record, it's for not being black enough.
He did not grow up in black America. He grew up in white America. Raised in Hawaii by his white grandparents, went to private schools, grew up in a relatively affluent environment. I grew up in Detroit and I grew up in Boston. There were rats, there were roaches. It was dire poverty. When the claim is made that he represents the black experience, it's just not true.
So Ben Carson is saying that because Obama didn't grow up poor, he didn't grow up black. It's such a bull argument. Being poor isn't what makes you black. No, this is true. Being poor isn't what makes you black, because if it is, then there's a lot of people living in trailers in the middle of America who will be very upset to hear the news. I'm what? But they're not black. And we know this, because if they were, their trailers would have nicer rims. And here's another thing. Ben Carson, what makes you the arbiter of black? And more importantly, what was your black experience like? This is something I've always wondered. Ben Carson, oh, he's not black. Well, the big question is, Ben Carson, do you pass the black test?
You know, I grew up in Detroit and I grew up in Boston. In Boston, you know, we lived in the ghetto.
Excuse me, you grew up in a what? A ghetto? A ghetto? That sounds like a French person saying cat in Spanish. What is that? What kind of black person says ghetto? Mother, I'm straight out of Compton. Really? Really? That makes you more black? Oh, and let's go. What about your childhood stories, Dr. Carson? Do they prove your blackness?
I remember once a fellow hit me with a pebble. It didn't hurt, but I was incensed that he would dare hit me with a pebble. And I picked up a large rock, hurled it at his face, broke his glasses.
Get the out of here! Are you kidding me? Pebbles? There's no pebbles in the hood. I'm sorry, what, did you skip them on the creek that ran through Malcolm X Boulevard? There's no pebbles in the hood, there's bricks, that's it. Like, you know, this started as a joke, but now I'm really starting to wonder if Ben Carson actually is black.
I'd have had a gun held on me when I was in a Popeyes organization.
A Popeyes organization? Oh yeah, Ben Carson, that's real black. Yeah. A Popeye. I was at a Popeyes organization, and then I deposited basketballs at the Urban Athletic Complex. Thereafter, I rounded out the night by making it precipitate at a ladies' clothing removal facility. Carson, man, you need to help me here, man. I'm trying to help you. You can't afford another story of you growing up not black.
I would hit people with hammers and bats, throw rocks at people, almost put a guy's eye out one time. Tried to even hit my own mother in the head with a hammer.
Okay, let's be real for a second. You chased a black woman, your mama, with a hammer, and you're still alive to tell the story? Really? I grew up with a black mom. There's no way you would survive to tell that story. She'd be like, did you just pull a hammer? That's the black experience? Get the out of here, Ben Carson, and take your pebble with you.